Deep in Pennsylvania's coal region, that rugged sprawl of northeastern hills and hollows, where anthracite mines chewed through thousands of lives, starting with the Avondale catastrophe back in 1869, when a single spark ignited methane and dust, trapping 110 men and boys in choking hell of smoke and rubble. Old-timers gather in Hazleton's greasy diners and VFW halls, nursing black coffee in mugs scarred by decades of callous grips. Their voices rasp like slate on timber, warning outsiders with weight of lived ghosts. Don't pitch tent where fog clings low over old shafts thick as slurry twice as stubborn. They pause, knuckles deformed from pickaxe swings widening around handles, eyes distant memories, Patchtown dawns. Never answer, voices calling from dark, those you've buried under own dam lies, knocking starts faint like heartbeat, trap coal face. Judge from depths, that gnarled limbless specter piece from Patch's bloodiest chapters. Born real nightmares, Irish breakers, Italian muckers, Cornish tonic knockers, migrants. He stirs only self-deceivers, thumbing decline, guilt voicemails, rationalizing betrayals, smart choices, survival over solidarity, leaving partners, rock climbing sunlight. Summons methodical pick timber, knock, echoing pulse, 3 a.m., drawing spatial, mazes, coal veins throb, exposed nerves replaying, dodged responsibilities, vivid, gut-wrenching detail. George Corson, folklorist, tramped hollers, 30s crammed, notebooks, Woodward survivors, 1927 7 diggers, vanished 5 bodies, never recovered. Crippled shades, dubbed twisted husks, minus limbs, blast tapping warnings, reckonings, walls, local swear, Eckley Plymouth haunted breakers. Thomas Tom, Reese Nurse Ford, F-150 crumbling shoulder, Patchtown, in Hazleton ragged outskirts, late October light, slanting skeletal oaks, fog banks, bruised halos, rusted rail, spurs bittersweet vine. Officially spun wife Karen solo reset. Breathe, real Appalachian air, shake Scranton cubicle, chokehold, muttered cooling eggs, pecking cheek, sidestepping skeptical squint. Truth clawed, deeper logistics desk, keystone freight, slow suffocation spreadsheets, mimicking endless drifts, late bills, sparking rose, Karen, echoing buried guilts, promised ahead, Tom. Admitting weakness, nah lies, ladder out, pit, 25 years, running shoulder, duffel tent, stove battered, topo maps, gloves sweat, clunked keys, oak counter gouged, generations elbows. Eddie Kowalski, proprietor, barrel-chested 70 miners, lamp tattoo, faded fears, cold blue forearm, glanced ledger, roomy eyes, poor Joe, chipped mug. Tom's phone buzzed, Joe's widow Margaret silenced, Eckley Caven, 98 thumb decline, habit, gas pockets, swelled road walls, quake, blast, inevitability, crawled free, ran topside, fudge reports, job recessions, Joe signed risks, joke pit spirits, beers, why haunt. Eddie-eyed Eckley topo map, narrowing brows, drifts don't pitch, fog hugs mine cars, low sun waits. Tom chuckled, rising dust tang, throat phantom, Tay superstitions, Corson fans hike, recharge office, drone, Karen size, Joe shout clawed, Tom hand here, shook audio glitch, fatigue, lies built life, family fed mortgage, paid survival math, Eddie slid mug, grave, nod lies, tune, knocking pocketed, key, hefted gear room. Night fell, heavy window, fog pressing glass, slurry breath, unpacked, ignoring Margaret buzz, tomorrow trail fixes, rationalized, not chest, sleep, drift, dreams, Joe pin lamp flickering back, turning woke, sweating metallic mouth, full lies, whispered back hills called out. Dawn broke gray through mist-wrapped pines. Tom gulped, thermos, Joe bitter, scalding on tongue. Highway 93 rumbled to Eckley Colliery fringe. Skeletal towers jutted from slag, heaps like rib cages. Black at its barred but cracked open by roots. Trails wormed through bramble thickets. Parked at deserted trailhead. No overnight signs peeled like old skin. Pack heavy with tent clinking like rails. Crunch gravel to mossy mine cars. Eckley 1870, lettering ghosted, faded. Fog pooled ankle deep, reluctant to rise. Air reeked, damp anthracite, seeping fissures. Forest silence pressed close. No birds, no squirrels, no highway drone. Phone map promised 2-mile loop simple. Skirt breakers mound, circle ruins back to cars. Piece of cake for ex-mucker. Hour 1 ground, shale, steady compass north firm. Trail veered left through brambles. Spat back at mine cars half-mile later. GPS flickered, recalculating, frantic. Oak stood with JD 1998, gouged fresh sap bleeding. Pulse quickened, GPS valley, glitch common here. Coalstone rings appeared every 200 yards. Dimples pit crisp, no litter, no erosion. Hazelton punks or dogs digging, Tom muttered, snapping pics proof. Spacage familiar, like resurfacing, faded drift. Noon fog-milked, thick path narrowed to fissure. At it, gash, exhaled, gas, chill, nostril prickling. Echo thumped from dark throat, rhythmic nascent. Froze rationalizing wind, in cracks metallic tang, throat unbidden. Fire sparked lone log, crackling, twilight shadows. Knox revive hammerrail strike, pause, double hush. Ears strained, pristine silence, no mosquitoes, no wind. Underground cadence, clawed, psyche, suppressed years. Half-rose headlamp, ready like 98 Joe cries. Tent jacket grope stalled muttering, rats gas spook fodder. Voice cut fog, Joe exact, Tom copy low hand promise brother. Heart slammed sink, sweat, ice spine clammy. Near shout, topside first gone already, arm fog thrust, empty spasm. Rained acoustic tricks fatigue, warp, Joe's moldered Margaret grief cache. Knox faded, dust metallic palette slurry reborn. Zippered tent bag, chin high, fog murmur, bolt solo Y partners. Chest vice, pinched breaths, hypnopompic sugar, ghost, nothing spectral. Lids clamped, Joe, plea looped dreams, palm rubble back glance, hesitation, sprint fate sealed. Woke, gasping metallic, full post-shift cough, suppressed 25 years. Fog veil trail, erased bramble. Trex rebounded cars, oak, sap fresh rings, proliferating. Map glitched, Eckley pin battery, full signal abyss compass methane whirl. Knox triplet tension quadruplet fury earth quivered teeth buzz. Third ring coal, shards, answer when called seared stone pick beside Margaret voicemails, 25 unread. Visions drift, Joe, palm back glance sprint, rescue nearer perish pointless. Family job math temples, throbbed, Knox tachycardia, legs Fisher marionette. Margaret porch, final moments truth, deflected gas, clean tavern crew, drift what ale drowned. Karen kitchen, late shifts hiding, decline thumb silenced. Highway gravel drift, fusion fog timber walls, narrowing collapse passage. Bolted reverse lungs, gas raw metallic, unsaid, drowning loop, vice tightening. Fisher beckon blackdamp, Knox thunder, throat darkness. Boots edge protests, retreat screaming. Third oak fourth ring, you left me phosphorescent. Compass world knocks, surround ground tremors teeth buzz. GPS kids, praying fractured scream. Phone map, eternal pin mocking. Visions Karen crew, Joe, oath broken sprint, math heartless. Highway dissolved timber, dripping vein, slurry, 98 geometry. Stumbled headlamp arcs blue carbide, flickered depths rhythmic. Silhouette, limping prosthesis, clack, fragmented chamber echo. Forearm stump, char flesh, pick, ethereal jump, shadow teleport. Course and shade reel, horror, dawning denial crumbling. Blue lamp, beckon, throat black, gas hypoxia tricks, final desperate. Knox acceleration retort, legs marionette, retreat screaming. Fissure, throat headlamp, fog resistance, walls claustrophobic, drift, squeeze, memory violet. Timber cracks, spiderweb air viscous, gas sting blackdamp, prickle shift reborn. Boots splashed, 98 puddles preserve haunting. Blue lamp patient judgment magnetic, ahead glowing. Knocks around walls, floor, ceiling, tribunal underground. Headlamp, dust, chaos, timber stress, authentic remembered. Breath, gas, rasp, panic, chest, vice tightening. Heart hammered knock, betrayal, accelerating panic edge. Passage, cavernous dead end, Eckley replica anthracite, slurry walls familiar. Fall puddles, stagnant gas, acritum, knees gasping, wheeze lungs fire. Knox arrhythmia, betrayal lull, strike frenzy. Headlamp flickered, dust revealing cracks, overhead threatening. Walls narrowed, bone crushed terror, resurfacing raw. Blue carbide sway, fog, matching Knox ominous. Tom bolted reverse, through fog-choked brambles desperate for highway, 93 salvation, and surface air, clean lungs burning. Boots slid treacherous shale, slopes, slick with mist condensation, building fast dangerous, footing every step, risking fall. Lungs rasped raw fire from exertion, mimicking gas-seared agony, 25 years, suppressed underground, dark memory, clawing back violent. Metallic choke flooded throat volume, suffocating each panicked breath, tasting swallowed slurry reborn from guilt deep, wellspring accumulated unsaid years heavy debt. Trail markers mocked relentless repetition pattern third oak JD carving appeared sap bleeding afresh impossible fourth coal ring nodules spelled subtle accusations emerging fog shroud insistent pressing closer. Phone compass world useless methane drunk spin refusing north anchor salvation topo map frozen Eckley pin eternal battery bars mocking full defiant against draining reality cruel joke playing mind. Knox pursued thunder proximity, now from multiple directions, converging disorienting surround sound, assault building unbearable pressure, wave relentless mounting panic. Ground quivered persistent microtremors, ascending calf to thigh vibration, harmonic teeth rattling, buzz sinking accelerated heartbeat guilty, pounding chest vice tightening slow. Rationalizations fractured desperate internal scream. GPS Valley Shadow, common Appalachia folds, kids, circling tags, viral challenge TikTok, brats ruining hikes, everywhere modern nuisance, explanation rational. Fissure gash, loomed magnetic black, insistent exhaling, cool blackdamp promise, laced intimate metallic invitation, personalized challenge, beckoning soul, deep calling name, unspoken. Boots edged compelled closer despite hammering conscious protest screaming full tactical retreat backward safety surface world distant fading memory fast. Final coal ring bore escalated message evolution. Answer when called now augmented jagged shard spelling. You left me beneath pick-riven stone letters glowing faint phosphorescent unnatural in fog gloom eerie supernatural warning final. Visions compounded vicious Margaret voicemail spectral overlay, pleading desperate. Tom answer please final moments truth needed closure family deserved. Decline thumb frozen mid-air hesitation eternal loop torturous replaying every decline every silence. Karen kitchen confrontation flashback pierced compound raw painful. Late shifts, excuses again, Tom, where really those years hiding something big always. Voice cracking hurt, accusation, decline silenced, ruthless routine, practiced cold, heartless self-protection. Crew tavern post-funeral evasions, layered, suffocating thick. What happened down, final drift, exactly tell truth, brothers, no bullshit. Yangling pitchers dodged, pointed stairs, ale systematically drowning, echoing underground, please clawing conscience, rising insistent, demanding answers long buried. Joe's partner, oath shift start beers, sworn solemn. Got each other's backs powder, through push always brother, no matter cave and fire gas collapse, sworn solidarity. Broken sprint back turn, fatal choice math, calculated cold survival equation, prioritizing self, over partner left dark. Space fractured consummate surreal, terminal highway, 93 asphalt, dissolved, seamless gravel drift floor, fusion treacherous, incline, steepening unnatural fog walls manifesting solid timber propped 6x6 beams, materializing dripping condensation, authentic cold, remembered every shift. Narrowing passage replicated precise 1998 collapse, site geometry, exact vein patterns anthracite, glittering slurry, familiar haunting puddles, position Tom's panic fall splash, preserve time capsule perfect, impossible natural mocking time fate cruel. Knox thunder enveloped surround immersive now, originating walls floor ceiling omnidirectional assault, disorienting spatial judgment, tribunal convened, underground, dark, merciless waiting verdict. Tom stumbled forward compelled against will screaming internal desperate headlamp beam, slicing chaotic dust mote, fog, revealing timber cracks, spiderwebbing stress fractures fresh overhead, threatening instability, remembered terror resurfacing violent raw. Air, thickened, viscous, gas-sting nostrils, authentic blackdamp, prickle warning, shift memory, reborn, crueler vivid sensory, overload, suffocating deliberate. Boots, splashed familiar puddles, exact, splash pattern, 1998 escape. Sequence replayed, haunting precision, perfect, unforgiving memory, perfect torment, building slow. Heart hammered, sync, knock cadence, betrayal rhythm, accelerating panic, edge, absolute, consuming mind, body, soul, resistance crumbling. Headlamp swept, wild panicked arcs, catching peripheral flicker, unnatural blue carbide lamp. Glow swaying, distant fog depths, rhythmic pulse, matching knocks ominous, foreboding warning final. Silhouette hinted fragmented partial manifestation, limping, gait prosthesis metallic, clack, echoing chamber walls, reverberating deep forearm stump, wrist jagged char flesh, Colebin, defying physics, clutching pick haft, ethereal, humming void grip, impossible natural laws broken real. Movement physics defied sanity, complete lurching jump, wall skip, collapse shadow, incarnate teleporting flicker, unnatural, between timber uprights, eerie, ghostly supernatural manifestation legend, alive, terrifying real. Tom froze, paralyzed recognition, dawning slow horror, crawling spine, ice cold, Corson crippled, shade manifest, legend real, punishing buried, lies 25 years debt, called payment, due full, merciless absolute. Rational denial, surge, desperate final stand, crumbling fast, gas hallucination, low oxygen, hypoxia, playing cruel tricks, turn back, now surface air, clears head, rational thought, returns safety. Knox responded intimate, thunder, acceleration, personal retort, direct response, blue lamp, glow, brightening, beckoning, deeper, narrowing, throat black, absolute, inescapable magnetic, pull soul deep, calling. Legs compelled, forward marionette, against screaming, will retreat, demanding surface, salvation, blue lamp, waited patient, ahead, glowing judgment promise, inevitable finality, approaching deliberate slow. Fissure throat, swallowed, reluctant headlamp beam, diminishing fog resistance, thick, choking light walls press, claustrophobic, authentic drift, squeeze, familiar, bone-deep memory, resurfacing violence suppressed, terror reborn crueler. Timber groaned overhead, cracks, widening slate, dust, falling gas, thickened lungs, burning blackdamp slurry, authentic suffocation, deliberate payment years, lies demanded, full merciless absolute finality approaching. Passage opened into cavernous dead-end drift, exact, Eckley 1998 replica, haunting precision, preserve time, capsule perfect, impossible natural mocking time, fate cruel judge. Anthracite veins glisten, slurry walls black, familiar, bone-deep memory, resurfacing violence suppressed terror, 25 years, clawing back, raw, painful, every shift, every breath, every near-miss, cave-in gas, pocket, rogue, collapse imminent. Fall puddles stagnant, mirrored, still positioned, exact Tom's panic splash, preserved time capsule perfect, impossible natural preservation, fate, mocking time itself, deliberate cruel joke. Gas smell, fresh breach, acrid stinging nostrils, blackdamp prickle, authentic shift, warning reborn, crueler vivid sensory, overload, suffocating deliberate payment years, lies accumulated heavy debt, called full. Tom collapsed, knees first, gasping, wheeze racked, lungs burning, familiar fire, underground agony, remembered every desperate breath, every safety violation, every fudged report, survival math, cold heartless. Knox thundered, arrhythmia, crescendo, betrayal beat, denial, lull, silence, strike building, frenzy, wild, uncontrollable, sinking, accelerated heartbeat, guilty, pounding chest, vice, tightening, relentless, slow, deliberate. Headlamp flickered, chaotic, dust mote, fog, revealing timber cracks, spiderwebbing overhead, threatening instability, slate, fall imminent, remembered terror, 1998, resurfacing, violent, raw, painful. Walls narrowed, claustrophobic squeeze, authentic drift, bone crush, collapse, reborn memory, perfect, unforgiving, haunting precision, absolute, consuming mind, body, soul. Blue carbide lamp, glow swayed, rhythmic fog, depths, matching ominous knock cadence, personal judgment, inescapable soul deep vortex, pulling fragmented guilt shards infinite torment, building crescendo, deafening mind-shattering. Silhouette, coalesced, lamp flicker, fractured, complete manifestation, partial terrifying, limping gait, prosthesis metallic, clack, echoing chamber predatory, circling slow deliberate, no escape, offered mercy none, absolute. Forearm stump, wrist jagged, char flesh, coal black gripped, pick haft, ethereal, humming void grip physics, defying sanity, complete natural laws, broken supernatural real, terrifying legend, alive, breathing, judging. Physics defied, insane lurching, jump, wall skip, collapse, shadow, incarnate, teleporting, flicker, timber, uprights, eerie, ghostly, supernatural, real horror, dawning slow, crawling spine, ice-cold sweat, dripping, clammy shirt fabric. Coarse and crippled shade manifest, real, punishing buried, lies 25 years accumulated debt, called payment, due full, merciless, absolute verdict, rendered no appeal, horror recognition, dawn denial, crumbling, desperate final stand, futile, dust crumbling fast. Blue lamp, brighten, beckoning judgment, promise, magnetic, inescapable, pull, soul deep vortex, sucking fragmented guilt shards, infinite looped betrayals, self-deceptions, survival math, heartless equation, judged merciless absolute. Joe's palm outstretched, rubble, gleaming carbide, flicker, desperate. Hand partner back, swore, powder, push through hell, fire, gas, cave and collapse, always brother, no matter what, sworn solidarity, eternal. Back turn, fatal hesitation, replayed, eternal torment, forkless infinite loop, no mercy, offered none, absolute, soul-crushing. Widow Margaret, decline beers, prioritize choice, gravesite. Later fits schedule, better busy life. Procrastinated self-truth, forfeit years debt, accumulated heavy payment demanded, full now, immediate no delay. Vision's choice, infinite replay, forkless escape, none mercy absolute, soul torment, building crescendo, deafening mind-shattering, soul-crushing, body-breaking, lied years through Tom. Voiceless chorus, layered Joe timbre, self-echo, form and growl visions, soul dialogue choices, stuck tape, endless looping torment, infinite forkless, no escape, mercy none, absolute. Tom bellowed, arms beseeching, desperate, survived live, amend truth, dues pay family, first lights recessions, job security math. Pick hovered zenith, suspended threat, gleaming unnatural blue lamp reflection, eerie supernatural warning, final judgment imminent. Walls constricted trap, slow, inevitable, crushing claustrophobia, mounting panic absolute, suffocating deliberate, no escape, offered fog lungs flooded, choking metallic, final slurry, reborn deliberate payment, unsaid years, demanded full merciless absolute. Knox heart, fused, thunderous climax, betrayal rhythm, accelerating frenzy, wild, uncontrollable, sinking pulse betrayal, thunderous, deafening chest vice, ratcheted breaths, shallow panicked, gasping futile resistance, crumbling dust, final rationalizations failing fast. Blue lamp pulsed closer void, eyes reflected Tom's, choices infinite loop judgment, absolute, inescapable soul deep verdict, rendered merciless rationalizations, final desperate. Gas hypoxia, hallucination, low oxygen tricks, head games, cruel hypoxia, brain damage playing tricks. Crumbling dust, entity prosthesis, clack, circled tighter news, deliberate slow, closing circle, no, escape mercy none. Tom's scream echoed chamber walls, closing trap finality, approaching consuming relentless building crescendo, deafening absolute, flashback, cascade, final Margaret porch, tear streak, post-funeral, wake, neighborhood desperate. Final trapped moments, truth Tom, please straight, no bullshit family closure, deserved years waiting, deflected gaslight. Instant clean sweep, no suffering quick, practiced ruthless protecting job family survival math, cold heartless self-preservation, perfect machine. Karen kitchen recent, rose, piercing raw, painful, late shifts, mysterious, really hiding something big those years Tom truth. Now no more excuses, decline thumb bullshit. Decline thumb jab silencing wife spectral past, ruthless habitual denial machine, perfect cold calculated. Joe's desperate palm begging frantic rubble prison dark outstretched, gleaming carbide flicker dying, Pull me partner hand here, Swarback's powder push through hell, fire gas, collapse, eternal brother. Tom's lingering back glance, fatal hesitation, tick dragging, eternal, solo sprint, decision, sealed, cold, self, whisper, justification, layered thick, rescue nearer topside, hoist mutual perish, pointless dark, wasting precious seconds, family, first paycheck lights recessions, survival math necessary. Forearm stump, raised, pick haft humming, ethereal void strike, prepare deliberate void, eyes reflected Tom, betrayer liar, self-deceiver years accumulated, exposed, raw stripped, naked truth, inescapable, final illumination blinding. Blue lamp, flared, blinding judgment, illumination, truth, inescapable, final lies, 25 years, stripped, raw screaming soul, exposed, naked, vulnerable judgment, absolute, merciless Tom, collapsed fetal position hands, shielding face futile, against visions, assault, relentless, infinite torment, building crescendo, deafening, mind-shattering, soul-crushing, body-breaking, absolute finality, approaching slow, deliberate, inevitable. Knocks crescendo, deafening, omnidirectional walls, floor, ceiling, collapse, imminent, crushing, claustrophobia, panic, absolute, consuming everything, resistance, futile, dust, crumbling, finality, absolute. Drift, claimed, possession, complete surface world, memory, distant, faded, irrevocable, sealed, forever, petals, darkness, absolute, consuming everything, rational thought, resistance, gone, blue lamp, final pulse, waiting, patient, eternal judgment, delivered, complete mission, fulfilled, debt, paid, full, merciless, absolute verdict, rendered, finality, complete. Scream, faded, chamber, echo, walls, imploded, finality, consuming, darkness, petals, sealed, absolute, irrevocable, no, return, surface world, erased memory, dust, slurry, authentic, 1998, reborn, crueler payment, full, delivered, merciless, absolute, finality, complete, judgment rendered. Timbers, splintered, explosive, chain reaction, overhead, slate, cascade, tons, crushing precision, targeted, relentless, cave-in, reborn, 1998, authentic, slurry, deluge, authentic, blackdamp, flood, authentic, gas pocket ignition, authentic, hell, reborn, crueler payment, full, merciless, absolute. Dust, choked, final, desperate, lungful, slurry, authentic, final, slurry, reborn, authentic, cave-in, slurry. Hell, fire, gas, collapse, authentic, 1998, reborn, crueler payment, full, merciless, absolute, finality, complete. Scream, cut short, slurry, tons, crushed, instant, finality, absolute, darkness, petals, sealed, irrevocable, no return, surface world, erased memory, dust, authentic, 1998, reborn, crueler payment, full, merciless, absolute, verdict, rendered, finality, complete, judgment, delivered, mission, fulfilled, debt paid, full. Blue lamp, final pulse, patient, eternal witness, judgment, complete, darkness, absolute, consuming everything, rational thought, resistance, gone, surface world, memory, distant, faded, irrevocable, sealed, forever. Tom surfaced, gasping, portal, threshold, modern drift, fluorescent, harsh reality, collision, disorienting, blue lamp, echo, distant, fading, chamber, implosion, thunder, faint, surface world, collision, jarring, impossible, survival, math, defied, supernatural, intervention, judgment, incomplete, debt, partial payment, surface obligations pending. Legs buckled, knees, concrete, modern drift, fluorescent, glare, assaulting, overstimulated eyes, chamber, darkness, absolute, contrast, vertigo-inducing reality, collision, impossible, survival, math, supernatural, intervention, confirmed, judgment, incomplete, surface, reckoning, pending, immediate, no delay. Karen, waiting, threshold, arms crossed, familiar, piercing stare, recent kitchen, rose, amplified, supernatural, confirmation. Truth now, Tom, no more bullshit, decline, thumb, excuses, late shifts, mysterious, those years, truth now. Spectral authority, absolute, no evasion, possible, habitual, denial, machine, shattered, irreparably, supernatural, verdict, rendered, surface, continuation, immediate. Tom collapsed, concrete, modern, fluorescent, harsh, sputtering, fragmented. Joe pulled, trapped, final moments, truth, gas, instant, clean, sweep, no suffering, quick, practiced, ruthless, lie, automatic, collapsing, dust, supernatural, chambered, judgment, exposure, raw, painful, stripped, naked, no evasion possible. Phone buzzed, insistent, Margaret widow, voice urgent. Gravesite beers today, Tom promised, Joe memory honor partner sworn solidarity eternal. Procrastinated self-truth forfeit years debt surface payment demanded full now immediate no delay possible supernatural chamber verdict surface extension merciless absolute. Tom's hand trembled phone slick sweat voice cracking. Coming now Margaret truth full no more lies Joe honor deserved supernatural chamber judgment surface translation immediate payment full no evasion possible habitual denial machine shattered irreparably. Neighborhood drive, familiar streets, post-funeral, wake memory tear-streaked, Margaret porch, final trapped moments truth, plea resurfacing violent raw, painful supernatural chamber, verdict surface payment, full immediate no delay. Karen shotgun, silence, heavy judgment absolute. Truth full Tom, no partial gas lies, decline thumb bullshit kitchen, Rose final warning supernatural, confirmed no evasion. Habitual denial machine, final destruction, complete truth, exposure, raw, painful, inevitable. Eckley cemetery gates, rusted, familiar, blue lamp, echo, distant supernatural chamber, judgment surface translation, complete payment, full immediate. Margaret waiting gravesite beers, chilled foam, condensation, familiar decline, procrastinated self-truth, forfeit years, debt surface payment, demanded, full now, immediate, no delay, supernatural verdict absolute. Joe trapped final moments palm, outstretched, desperate partner swore backs, powder, push hell fire gas collapse, eternal brother, pulled trap gas, instant clean sweep, no suffering quick lie, protected job family, survival math, cold heartless self-preservation, perfect machine. Margaret eyes hardened beer bottle crushed hand, knuckles white familiar decline beers, prioritized choice gravesite, later fit schedule, better busy life. Procrastinated self-truth, forfeit years debt payment, full now, immediate supernatural verdict, absolute no evasion. Joe Stone simple etched 1998 anthracite minor eternal blue lamp, pulse faint supernatural chamber, echo surface world collision, haunting precision absolute. Tom knelt gravel payment, full surface continuation, supernatural chamber judgment, translated immediate, no evasion, habitual denial machine, destroyed truth, exposure, raw painful payment, delivered complete. Karen final stare, threshold house kitchen, rose, piercing, raw, painful, supernatural confirmation absolute. Truthful, no more lies Tom, decline thumb, bullshit final. Habitual denial machine, final destruction, complete truth, exposure, raw, painful payment, full surface world, continuation, supernatural verdict absolute. Tom entered house fluorescent, modern, harsh reality, collision, supernatural chamber darkness, absolute, contrast, vertigo-inducing truth, exposure, raw, painful payment, full no evasion, possible judgment, complete mission, fulfilled debt, paid, full merciless absolute finality surface, translated immediate. Eternal echo Tom, knelt Joe's, stone gravel payment, complete surface world, supernatural chamber judgment, translated finality absolute, no evasion, habitual denial machine, destroyed truth, exposure, raw painful payment, delivered complete mission, fulfilled debt, paid, full merciless absolute. Margaret beer bottle, shattered ground, knuckles, white, eyes burning years, procrastinated self-truth forfeit debt payment, full now, immediate supernatural verdict absolute, closure final. Karen verdict Karen final stare house, threshold kitchen, rose piercing raw painful supernatural confirmation absolute. Truth full no more lies Tom, decline thumb bullshit final years buried now exposed. Habitual denial machine, final destruction, complete truth, exposure, raw painful payment, full surface world, continuation, supernatural verdict, absolute judgment complete. Tom entered house fluorescent, modern, harsh reality, collision, supernatural chamber darkness, absolute, contrast, vertigo-inducing truth. Exposure, raw painful payment, full no evasion, possible judgment, complete mission, fulfilled debt, paid, full merciless absolute finality, surface, translated immediate eternal, echo, remaining. Blue lamp fades blue lamp, pulse faint eternal witness, distant supernatural chamber, echo surface world, collision, haunting precision absolute, fading slow deliberate final judgment, delivered mission fulfilled debt, paid, full merciless absolute verdict, rendered finality complete. Eckley Slopes, Silent Witness, 1998 reborn, 2025 years later payment, full delivered merciless absolute truth, exposed lies buried, no more eternal echo remaining. Truth cost, absolute survival math, cold, heartless self-preservation, perfect machine, shattered irreparably, supernatural chamber, judgment surface translation, complete payment, full no evasion, habitual denial destroyed, family reckoning, pending closure final. Margaret walked away, cemetery gates, rusted, Joe's, stone, simple, etched, 1998, anthracite minor, eternal memory, honor partner, sworn solidarity, eternal payment, full truth, delivered closure final. Final reckoning Tom, rose gravel knees, concrete, modern fluorescent, harsh reality, collision, supernatural chamber darkness, absolute, contrast, vertigo-inducing truth, exposure, raw, painful payment, full surface world, continuation, eternal echo, remaining blue lamp, pulse, faint distant judgment, complete debt, paid, full merciless absolute finality achieved. Eckley Mountain, eternal witness, anthracite, veins, slurry walls, fall puddles, Knox blue lamp, judgment debt payment, full truth, exposed lies buried no more. Story complete, cycle closed.